I recently did a funeral of a man. His name was Tim. He died really just younger than me of cancer, terrible cancer. And during his illness, as I became aware of his situation and started to befriend him, a bunch of people were calling me at my house and saying, you need to go see Tim because we're just not sure if he's a Christian or not. We're not sure if he's going to get to heaven. You know, he's dying and someone's got to talk to him. When I went and talked to Tim and I asked him how he was with Jesus, he told me all kinds of great things that he had going on with Jesus. I found myself thinking, well, how in the world are all these Christians calling me and saying, I need to go see Tim because he's not a Christian and all this stuff? Is it because he didn't go to church for the last couple of years? Well, I found out what that was all about because his church had kind of closed and had some difficulties and just hadn't found a new one. And what makes you a Christian? You know, when you think about it, is it going and sitting in church? Is it knowing a certain group of doctrines that you can talk out and speak out your mouth? Is it having certain learning ability about theology? Is it a bunch of religious activities that you undertake? I mean, what is it that makes a person a Christian? How does a Christian live their life? What do they look like? What do they believe? And how can we tell if they're a Christian or not? Is it something we can look at and make a judgment? Or is that judgment reserved for somebody else? And is being a Christian more about what God does for us or more about what we do for Him? It's interesting. Are you a Christian? How do you know? And if I were to come and ask you, well, how could I tell you're a Christian? What would you tell me? What evidence would you give me that you are a follower of Jesus?